Hello, everyone. Sorry. Take two. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Cat Monarch, and once again, Yugioh Duel. Who could have guessed it? I think we're going to have to take a break in March. And hello, we've already got someone in chat. Hello, Mysteries. I'm doing well. How are you doing this eve? This day? Take a look at the win-loss ratio. It makes me happy at the moment. But yeah, I think we're going to have to take a break in March because I am going on a bit of a holiday for the first week, and then that leaves only 4 weeks, and I don't think I can do that much with Masochist in 4 weeks. So I might do some alternatives, like some variety streams, while I do some maybe some editing. I still haven't done any. I need to do some. Possibly some editing on Masochist so I can upload that to the channel. This is the deck we're playing. Did we get exciting pulls last stream? Kind of. Like, there are some neat things that we got. Fenrir isn't new. This is possibly neat for later. It's one of those things you can build around, but we can't really justify it right now to build around. We got a lot of super and ultra rare cards last stream, actually. That's a fairly common thing. Some more stuff for fire. We got a, Nordic boss monster we can't summon. X-Saber cards. This, that, and the other. So last stream was good. And it's even better because we are 1 win from Platinum Tier 3. I am very tense. Okay, we're going second. That's not the best start. You lose the coin toss, you should assume just going second. That's why I said it before it would come up. Oh no, don't do this to me, come on. We've got 1 duel to rank up, please. Have mercy. No. It's over. I'm playing it out, but it's over. They added the field spell, so they've got traps in hand. Oh dear, they have traps in hand. This really is a rank-up game, isn't it? Oh, and that would be a good draw. Okay. Summon. I don't really know what the play is here, but we're just gonna, we're gonna go for it. Type 1 card on the field, destroy it, then you can send Fiend. Right, this is kind of fine. I think. We have Magma. They have quick effects to, like, Reborn. They sent another Ariana. That's not what I wanted. Right, so we do have to do this now. Deny them the special summon. They could deny us Magnuma if they have something to reborn from grave. I genuinely didn't expect the first duel to take, be something that requires this kind of focus, This is not what I was expecting. Set. Going to be activated this turn? No. Do you care about a Dark Dragon search and end phase? You do? That's really annoying.
What's really annoying?
I'm streaming at the moment, and it's the rank up game for Plat 3 in Masochist, and like I thought that maybe, just maybe, we could get like an okay-ish duel, like one that doesn't take all of my brain power to survive remotely. And I have gone against Labyrinth, summon Ariana, search the field spell, set 4. It's I'm not gonna get to this point again. I just want to rank up, man. And that's a welcome lab. My Paleozoic, but it's like Oleanoids is dead. Oh, this is gonna be a struggle.
Oh, that's why they call it the Masochist Challenge now, right?
I mean, you say that, but like, I've got a by Masochist standards, I think I've got a decent deck. It's just the hands are awful because it's so like you don't have consistency. I have like the most consistent part of my deck is technically Kaiju and Unchained because I have 3 Unchained cards, the search spell, the level 8, not the dog that you link with, and the Reborn trap. And then for the Kaiju part, I have the field spell and 3 Kaijus, which makes that the most consistent part as well,
Yeah.
But the problem is Labyrinth.
Yeah, when you're faced against a deck that lives and dies by the back row, and you're not having many back row pops or options against that, then it's a little bit of a struggle.
I've got Fairy Wind in the collection, but it's a one-off and it's only face-ups. My best spell trap removal is 1 copy of Oleanoids, 1 copy of Cosmic.
Pretty bad.
Chain my trap. I activate Oleanoids.
Yeah, but they still get the lovely lady off.
They do, which is really annoying.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are they going to call Xyz? Please call it. Damn it,
they
called
Synchro.
Synchro.
Right? Yeah, because I mean you have a tuner on board.
I do.
And it really sucks that they called that and having Destrudo at the head. It really sucks. But
it's awful.
I mean, this could be worse. They could have virused you.
No, it could not be worse. If they had virused
you could have got virus out of the game. That'd have been a terrible way to lose.
Yeah, but like some of the viruses destroy cards in deck. Pop my Cosmos, summon Cosmos from deck, make a rank 4. Hell yeah! Wait, wait, no, I'm not on a rank 4. I dropped my rank 4s because I wasn't going into them. They popped the tuner monster, but they did call Synchros anyway. I normal summon this turn. I just didn't get mad as.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised you didn't kind of scoop this game up a bit earlier.
I mean, you gotta play it out, right? It's the rank up game. I've not been in Plat 3 before. I've been in Plat 4 many a times. Last stream, I kind of held my own, and then we also got lucky kind of win streak. So yeah, I could summon Destrudo, but I can't Synchro summon, and it halves my life, and they can just pop it. Sounds worth.
Yeah.
It's a 3k wall. And the only problem is I do now have to attack with Oleanoids. Because if I don't clear it, I die. So I will take 400 to protect the rest of my life points. Destrudo can definitely survive, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah, if as long as they don't activate just another trap and, field spell pop. But yeah, sure.
Any trap card, right?
Yeah, a normal trap, but yeah, basically any trap card.
Yeah.
And, they do have an imperm in the background.
Yeah.
Which,
Damn, they're gonna make my monster 7 again. How's you, anyway? You doing alright?
Yeah, I'm doing just a little relaxing off after I got off of work.
Yeah.
Not doing nothing much.
That's what this is. End evening, relax. Keep it going.
I was confused for a second, you being the VC, because I was like, wait, I thought Cat saying you're streaming. Why is he in the VC then?
Because I thought that maybe it would invite some people to just kind of Like, just watch, have a good time, talk about random shit while this is going. Yeah, that does it. Punishment for Destrudo. Damn, they could send, like, your old school vanilla fusions and kill it. No, but anyway, like, I guess it wasn't shown in full there. What I mean by a decent Masochist deck is, like, I think we have, like, a decent Masochist deck, you know? Like...
Okay, let's see what we're working.
This was a couple streams ago.
Wow, the one-off Fenrir is kind of awesome.
Yeah, V-Jam puts in so much work, as does Crackdown, and, like, you know.
V-Jam's really good.
Extra deck is also looking very nice.
Oh yeah, I mean the synchros are crazy. You got a Ruddy Road. You have Borreload. I imagine you don't go in often.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. Like, I've had a couple Royal Rares, so I've actually had the, you know, nice chance to dip into an extra secret pack or two. I did that I did that for Samurai, I did that for... Which pack was it? Because, yeah, I think I went for the Yang's... No, I went for the Sword Soul pack when I, like, got... Because here's the funny thing. That's not my only Yangzing Royal. I got to go into it twice. I got a Royal Denglong as well. The only problem is the Yangzings aren't really, like, I don't think it's worth playing. Like, it's good.
Depends. Do you have any of, like, the low rarity, like, Tenyis?
That's... I don't think so. I can't spell it.
I mean,
I have exactly 3.
Yeah, not really the good ones that you want to see. If you have more low ranked, and if you have more like the low rated tennies like Vashuda, Shauna, the level 1 tuner, then I would say the playing Ding worth. No.
But no, it doesn't quite feel like it. I've had the good fortune that I've been able to make more than a couple of decks. Like, there's a decent machine pile, there's a sort of super heavy deck-ish. It's like, it's machine pile with super heavies. There's a warrior pile that's come. It just feels like warrior, like fire warrior, is a very popular subtype. Okay, we can do it. It's fine. If this survives for a turn,
it's not the worst.
Go anyway. And what is it? We have the generator field spell, which is a deck by itself. But of course, our only ways to get to it are Metaverse and draw the field spell.
Yeah. You have any actual generator bosses to summon off of it?
I actually do have a cut. Like, I've got Ha. I've got Naglfar, Nidhogg, Devolgus, probably the worst one.
Yeah.
I like him, but he probably just is.
No, he's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Upstart. You know, I see that and I think FDK and I get my hopes up.
It's Dark Magician.
But yeah, it just is.
Yeah, I think it just may just be actual Dark.
Well, they're summoning out Dark Magician. They're not going to put 4 monsters on the field. Well, they only need to put 3. They're not going to put 3 monsters on the field. Cool.
Question. Deck? Well, I guess you have Kaiju's. I was about to say, do you have an out to Dragoon? Dragoon Pass, like, just
Dragoon Pass does kind of solo. I'm not going to say it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, at least you have solutions.
I have exactly, like the 3 Kaijus.
3 Kaijus. And
3 Kaijus.
The waterfront
them. And yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, V-Jam is an out. If they don't, use the negate.
Technically, yes.
Damn, 0 attack game. Crazy.
Yo. The 0 attack game?
Dragoon does just kind of solo.
Not bode well.
I can tribute traps as well, but I don't think that's going to help. Witch Raider is not big enough.
Has Witch Raider been like all too good? I mean, I know it's a form of like back row removal, but I feel like
Feather Duster. Like it
but
is
I feel
just
like
Feather
you're.
Duster.
That is true, but I feel like you're like a. I feel like you take so many resources for like Witch Raider just to be a boss monster. Oh, that does. If they don't
negate it, please.
Surely he wouldn't waste it.
You always gotta try it.
Yeah. And yeah, with Moon Mirror Shield, this technically does it.
Summon. I am playing the best True Draco.
This is the craziest way to out of
Do they wanted to protect it? Yeah.
I mean, they are used.
We get punished if it's like strike or something like that, but I think I have to do it.
Yeah, but I mean, I imagine it's probably like. So yeah.
Moon Mirror. And that'll do. Okay, we have other outs to Dragoon.
Now we just hope they don't, like, you know, get to circle and summon a DM.
Yeah, it's fine. We've already used Duster. They can't do it. We've got rid of Eternal Soul. I have seen... You will not believe how many lists I've seen of Dark Magician playing a single Eternal Soul. Or, like, one Dark Magical Circle.
That's hilarious. I don't know why they do that, but that's funny.
What are you
Well, might be a spot of...
Maybe. What are you thinking about doing this eve anyway?
I don't know. I've been playing a lot of like Metaphor Rephantasm for that Atlas RPG. May finish that up. Yeah. Just in time to get ready for the Monster Hunter beta that's coming.
To get ready for the what beta?
The Monster Hunter Wilds beta.
Oh, nice.
One. Yeah, it's another one happening.
Because, yeah, I saw like a lot of adverts for it, and it's the sort of thing. Yeah, I'd like to, but it's a laptop. It's not a PC.
Yeah.
Recycle Eternal Soul, draw the Eternal Soul. They have Circle.
Yep.
They add the Eternal Soul. Dark Magician is engrave. Okay. Oleanoids does clear. But I mean, the problem is they just banished the monster or Moon Mirror, one or the other.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I imagine they'll go for the monster.
They could banish Moon Mirror and it'd be funny.
It would be funny.
I am playing an 11.
Oh yeah, the vicious Star Eater.
Yeah.
The older reliable Star Eater.
It's an 11, okay? Sometimes you just have the levels and you need more attack.
I mean, hey, I'm not flagging you. You know, I used to love Star Eater. He was a Duel Links killer, you know.
That doesn't surprise me. A lot of things are like, I didn't really see good TCG, because it's just like a battle phase thing, but Duel Links, however, slaughtered it. That's the end of the game.
I mean, yeah, you have to realize in speed format,
you're scared of the synchro. Banish the tuner.
Nope.
No, that is it. Sad times.
I remember when every DM deck was like teching in Piercing the Darkness when it first.
Yeah, and now it feels like it is a tech rather than like a staple.
Yeah. I see that card like. I think the funniest
what did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Yeah, they're playing only the one soul, and why only two? You know, every time I see just a DM list, I get more confused. Like maybe I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm not sure if it's Master Duel in general or if it's just like Plat Gaming for Masochist, but you see some crazy deck lists. It is half the fun. Some of it you can tell it's like someone who's probably doing a challenge. Some of it you can see it's okay, it's a character deck or it's someone who's new to it. Others you're just like, wait, these are just wrong. You're playing like it's competitive. You've got Maxi, you've got Ash, like you've got your URs and stuff. So where's the other cards? Where's what you should be playing?
I like to imagine, I like to give people the benefit of that. It's like, maybe they didn't have the material to craft the third max.
There are a couple of instances I've seen of that where it's just like, what was it? I managed to pop Waking the Dragon twice against a burn player, but it didn't amount to anything because they hadn't got good extra deck targets. Like they summoned out Cyber End Dragon, and then Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
Oh goodness!
At that point, it might as well have just been like Fists of the Unrivaled Tenyi that I'd popped twice. Oh, someone.
Whitewood Monica. This is hilarious.
I don't know how it pairs with White Forest. It possibly pairs really well, but I just don't know.
I haven't invested time looking in the White Forest. I should because I heard that it's really good for witchcraft. But I haven't teched into looking at the White Forest too much. I know it's just a synchro climb deck.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like it.
They synchro for even levels, which is a bit hit and miss with witchcrafters. Like, Shmiata is Shmiata's a 4, and Ver is an 8. But like after that, what's your
Well, the reason why it's like good pairing with witchcrafters is because the White Forest, the White Forest spell effects have basically if you send a spell card to the graveyard for cost, you pretty much add it back to hand.
Yeah, you can add it back to hand or set it.
So basically with witchcrafters, they use spell cards as a resource.
Yeah.
You basically can use one spell card for basically 2 activations. That's kind of the synergy.
That does make sense. That sounds pretty neat. I like that.
Yeah. Which is really cool.
Witchcrafter feels like it's so close to doing some really cool things, but it's just it's not quite there for one reason or another.
Witchcrafters. The reason why witchcrafters are really bad, they're hurting so bad, is because none of the main deck ones have a special summon. So in order to get them on the board, you have to use your normal in one way or another. Another problem is that all the witchcrafter effects to discard a spell, tribute itself, summon another from the deck.
Yeah.
The tribute and the discard is all on a cost.
Yeah,
right?
It eats through the hand real
if you get ashed, you are going -1.
Yeah.
In card advantage with nothing on the board. And it's getting ashed in that deck really hurt.
True.
Really hurts bad.
I mean, hey, TCG was slowly getting mill cards back. Master Duel mill cards are already there. So
grass is legal in this game.
reasoning.
Reasoning is still as good as it is. There's definitely ways you can make when witchcrafters pop off, they pop off. And Vice Madame is a heck of a boss. I think that's honestly still probably a top 10 boss monster.
It is really good,
very
support, considering that it was just a random wave that were just actually, you know what, these guys could do with something here.
Exactly. Here's another fusion, and here's one of the worst fusion spells ever. Archetypal fusion spells ever.
There's that.
Which is just poly with the witchcrafter.
I mean, the thing is, you can there's such a variety of things you can do with witchcrafter as well, because it is just spellcaster and they don't lock you, so you've got options.
There's definitely a deck that's you can definitely, if they gave witchcrafter a support wave, you could make that deck crazy. Kind of fix a lot.
like, if you put Witchcrafter with Spellbook, that's kind of okay, because you've got a lot more spells that you can just cycle through, and then you can, like, you know, banish them from grave for the cost of your traps, and, like, you know, you don't have to worry about the resources much. You can, of course, pair with it the ever-famous Diabell, because, you know, what can't you pair with Diabell?
Good old Diabell. Always works. Never gets old.
You could pair... You can do, like, the, like, Cartesia with it as well. That was, like... Actually, yeah, that was a thing. Tried it because of the, like, custom card pack testing thing. Ended up trying out, like, Spellbook Witchcrafter. And then, if you got to, like, 4 spell cards, the summon was Cartesia. So you could then quick summon Grand Guignol on the opponent's turn, or Vice Madame. You want to make that go in second, don't you?
What, Vice Madame?
No, Chaos Angel.
Yeah, that's... Unless you're just making, like, a big unaffected dude. Was it made with a lightning
Chaos Angel.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess it's just a big dude. I don't know why he put it in defense. Well, I guess it can't be destroyed by battles.
Yeah. Do they have an Ash Blossom?
Does your board... Can you even beat this board?
Shush. But they don't have Ash Blossom.
I'm looking at it and I'm like, a cat, this board might be...
Normal summon Cosmo.
Might be a little more
Shush,
than
we
paid.
can tag out for Forerunner. And then if Forerunner dies, we can special summon a level 6 or lower from deck. Ignore that the level... Oh wait, no, we have 2 of this. We have 2 Dogfighter. Convulse. Wait. No, hold on. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might do it.
That is not target.
I'm gonna do it anyway. You can't stop me.
Compulse not target.
They could have Ash for this.
Which would be very fun.
Go Forerunner. And yeah, it's just good. I do love Valmonica as well, just because, like, wait, they applied both. Oh yeah, it's right. It's always
because I mean,
it's
all
just gain life and then do the thing. Right? Yeah, good game.
Yeah. So you'd always go for both effects because you know it's like, hey, counter.
You don't have to do the other thing. You just gain and lose life. But no, I do love Valmonica. Like, it's really hella fun. I don't know.
That deck is heck of fun. It has such a cool, like, theme gimmick.
I haven't worked out what you should pair with it, if anything. I'm still having loads of fun.
Yeah, so I've been playing Valmonica Pure. The brews and stuff I've played in Valmonica is I've tried Exo Sister Valmonica for a while. It's very cool when it does pop up. But it has that one problem of the Valmonica half can get to the Exo Sister half, but not the other way around. So there would be some games you're just playing pure Valmonica.
This is fine.
Well, I mean, there are some games you're just playing pure Exo Sister with like no Valmonica in sight.
I mean, that sounds good. Like, Exo Sister is still a decent deck. Yes.
Exo Sister works when it works. It's just the problem with Exo Sister is if you invalidate the normal summon or like stop them from Marframe, the deck kind of folds on itself.
But I guess that does help out with the Valmonica stuff, because in theory you can pen summon.
Yeah, right. So, you know, the Exo Sister weakness is a bit help. But obviously, like...
Ear Dark, let's go. But it's not a quick effect because they don't control the monster. They need to summon first. Summon first, please, I beg you.
But other than that, the only other Valmonica brews thing I tried was... Obviously, I remember talking to you last time about the Aggro Star, which is really neat.
They play in God.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is gonna be Horus Beatdown.
Yeah, it
Why?
is going to be
Well,
Horus
I guess
Beatdown.
you're in plat. I guess you're in plat, so this is
Oh wait,
kind of
no, no.
acceptable.
It's not Horus Beatdown anymore. They've just stopped it.
Oh, wait, does Guardian Slime work here?
No. They activated the True Sun God. Unless they remove this, they can't attack.
Oh,
Monsters except the Winged Dragon of Ra cannot attack the turn that's special summoned. I don't know what
well,
it
I
is about
imagine
God players, but somehow, like, despite the fact that every God card basically beats a Masochist deck, I have a 50-50 against gods. Like, I've beaten you, Ra.
Numeron Ra. What
They
a.
control a monster. Wrong order. They can't attack anyway, so who cares?
And unless I don't know, there's a rank 8 that like pops the back row to pop something. I don't think there's a rank 8 that does
I
that.
also love doing this. Just, yeah, I'll search with Magnum, definitely. I have other dragons in the deck. It's not glued to my hand.
Of course. Of course. It's like dragon. Well, I mean, I guess you have Gerudo in the deck, but you have.
They are going to summon Ra, though. Like, the last card in hand is Ancient Chan. Oh wait, did they not? No, they're not going to.
Because there's not another.
Yes, there we go.
There's not another.
And they put the other one on the field. That's fine. This is, like, I don't like it because, Horus is still just one of those things you gotta beat, but... Yeah, read your cards. I love it. It's before the end of the battle phase. You know what? Yeah, Jurighetto.
True. But why can I attack, bud?
And here's the thing, I special summon these on my turn, they can attack on their turn.
Now the only problem that's annoying is, part of Horus board, because, Horus says a bunch of monsters like, yeah, if something leaves the board, they do a thing.
They'll say, oh no, they had 2 monsters.
Vert, please tell me they're not making.
No, they are. The problem with them is it doesn't have a negate. It does have a destroy, it does not have a negate.
Yeah.
And then that means that I can actually get rid of King Stark. Because whichever way this goes, I can make a... okay, it's not targeting, but I can make a level 7 Synchro. I can still make a level 7 Synchro. I can also make Anima, but they played around that one. It's still fine. It might cost me some life, but it's still fine. I can't make Anima and a Synchro anymore.
Wait, you can activate Dragoon multiple.
Yeah, because you could just have to make it with more normal monsters.
Oh!
Right, this card can be a tuner, but it doesn't have to be. I think... Yeah, I can treat it as a non-tuner. Okay, it is this. We do... Yazi.
I thought... Oh yeah, I forgot it can be. It was not.
We do this. Target. Target. That turns... kinda turns it off, but what the heck. Target 2 cards that banish from the graveyard, either add both to our hand or shuffle them into the deck. I honestly didn't know that's what Happy did.
Yes.
That might be an issue.
All the Horus cards and like something leaves are kind of crazy.
It's just Happy isn't often left on the field. Or at least not.
I mean, no Horus usually is because they're always used as like
rank 8
material,
or materials, anything like that.
But no, that's honestly why I like tell people it's like, Horus Beatdown is not a bad strategy.
Thanks to the MC.
It's like probably the least creative way to play the deck, but it is really not that bad as you.
No. On the other hand, I am now dead.
Okay.
Because they have a card in hand. They added back the King Sark. What are the odds they play the King Sark?
No, I mean the thing is the field spells consider King Sark on the field, so they can summon all their horses.
Oh, yep, okay.
Yeah, so they don't need to.
Yeah, no. Battle Vader, save me!
Surely they won't. Surely they won't negate. If only Battle Fader was like a damage step.
It's like, it's still good enough to play. It's just, he's
Yeah,
just chilling out in that.
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, you know, it's anything that like saves you in a turn in a Masochist where you're playing a very slow paced. You know, it's
Streams
probably worth
start
running
in
the
one of
match.
two ways. This is the second way.
Granted, um, I guess 46 is bad.
The thing is, like, I want to cut cards from this, but, like, okay, in theory, like, that's cuttable, right? You just get rid of Dark Sanctuary because, like, oh, okay, it's just, like, a 50-50 negate attack, right?
Yeah.
But, like, and I try and avoid those bits of, but it's won me a game. The thing is, it's won me
No.
games.
You can't always think of that mentality, right?
Yeah.
If you go there, you'll probably never start cutting cards.
Yeah, that's the
Because all
problem.
all these have like some niche uses if you really look at it.
There was one hilarious duel where I stopped a Centurion player for attacking for, like, I don't know, 5 turns because they were scared of Dark Sanctuary. That was it. They just wanted to out Dark Sanctuary first. They didn't do anything. What else could I cut? I could realistically cut Metaverse, but the thing is it fetches Waterfront and puts a counter on Waterfront immediately.
Oh yeah, it does active.
Yeah, which means that Kyoto then, can protect itself from, like, dust or something.
Yeah. What is the Unchained package doing for you?
It's baiting out an Ash Blossom, or because this guy is the one that triggers in hand, if destroyed spec, it functions as removal. Granted, like, it might be worth just playing him as a one-off monster that you can't search, or just cutting the trap and saying, oh well, it's the spell card to search, and maybe we draw the Garnet sometimes,
Yeah, okay.
Like, the biggest parts of this deck are Kaiju and Cosmo. Everything else is, like, tech to support.
Yeah, right. Everything else just tech.
I don't know. I can save that for the moment. I could also play one of my many other decks. Not these 3. These 3 are illegal.
Yeah.
That one's not a deck. That's a deck, and as are the rest of these. Oh, that's not a deck either.
Yeah.
That's kinda decent. But again, I've already cut a couple cards. Actually, that was a good pull from last stream. We got this thing.
Oh?
Which is kinda nuts.
Yo, wait, you have a Tempest?
Yeah, I've got Tidal too. And I've got, like, 2 Droplet. But the thing is, I was playing Tidal in this, and it just wasn't working out. Because the majority of everything is wind, and I could summon Tidal. But then, what am I making with it? Like, I don't have a 9. That frequently came up.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Tidal's the one that, when it's summoned, it dumps anything.
It's foolish. It's one of the better ones. It's just, like, Tempest is so much better in here.
That's fair. Because I'm thinking about it, it's like, what do you realistically want to dump? Just Strudo? Is there anything else
you could dump Destrudo. You could also... I think there's something else, probably. But I can't think of... No, it might genuinely just kind of like be Destrudo.
Yeah, I think
or
it's
you dump
just...
Tempest so that you can do Tempest again. It'd be something like that, I don't know. But that's an option.
Yeah.
That's the super heavy deck. With heretical 3 total spell traps, I know. I should be burned at the stake, but they're continuous, okay?
Super heavy?
Oh yeah. Also, you can actually make this if your opponent is terrible.
There's a regular. Oh yeah, the Arisar, no.
I got this, like, this was
Oh,
the first couple of streams. Like, I've just had this, but rank 7 is not the easiest for me. Because Destrudo is, like, the easiest to summon 7, and he level modulates, so he's a 7 synchro, not a, 7 himself.
yeah, of course. Yeah, no, like raw making 7 is kind of is you gotta need certain cards.
That needs an update. Machine I haven't touched in ages. This thing I've never really played. I just keep adding cards to it because it's like, this goes in the deck, and then just don't play it. Like, there are so many things that, like, I could build around, like, such and such. But it's just like...
Right.
But I could, but should I? Like, yeah, we've got boss stage, we've got metaverse, and that's how we get to boss stage. The current payoff for this deck, besides the actual generator bosses who you want to keep on board, is we have Dyson Sphere, who is not the payoff. But we have this, which allows you to rank up into a CXEs, and we have Chaos Dyson Sphere, who is a payoff. We also have Dark Ruler rank up magic.
Oh, this is probably the jankiest one.
It is. I haven't touched it. Like, hey, we could draw the Time Lords, right? We've got the full lineup of the Time Lord traps.
Theoretically,
Just don't draw them out of sequence,
Yeah.
It's so bad. All of them. I tried.
Yeah,
I will say, one thing I'm very happy with. I tried playing Stun, but, like, I don't like that name. I tried playing Stun for all of, like, a stream, maybe half a stream. I did so bad, but I just deleted it and it's just like, good, we can't play this at the moment. Happy times. Okay, 60-15. We can definitely beat that, right? This is indestructible. That's MST, and that's a reborn. Another thing is, Masochist is actually surprisingly fun, honestly. Gingerbread House.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
I imagine. going back to the Gingerbread House.
I mean, you need Zombie as an entire deck. Let's see what they send. That is the best one to send. Add a level 5 or higher. Okay. That's fine. End phase. We'll pop this one. Shiranui Styles Follow / okay. Kaiju. Wait, what's the text on Fraulein?
Fraulein
is just when it declares an attack, okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's when
it's been 600, I thought it was less. Okay, doesn't matter.
Well, hey, props to your,
it's during the next standby, so that's...
Gingerbread House is a...
guess we probably actually have to kill the Gingerbread House, just maybe. Yeah. I don't want to have all my guys just get destroyed. Normal summon this. Battle phase. I get a redeclare, so it's worth attacking him with this first to force it. They declare the effect, they special. In defense. We do not continue the attack, and we simply make them pay 1,000. And then we find out what they do from there. That's fine. I can't remember. Was I talking to you about Hades the other day?
No.
No. Oh, that's gonna go. On the other hand, it's not gonna go quite as bad as it could have done. They're playing Necroface.
Oh, rat.
Wait. This is a deck of all time. They're playing two of them. And they're playing Macro. You gonna make my guy a level higher? Increase its level by 1. That's probably gonna help me out in some way. I haven't worked it out yet. I could just special summon this. There is nothing that prevents this from being special summoned.
Yeah, but I guess it just comes out to just what, a 300 guy? 3k guy?
Yeah, and the thing is it floats for them, I guess, so... Oh wait, no, if tribute summoned. Okay, it doesn't even float for them.
So it's just a 3k guy.
That's a problem, though. Sure. I don't know what you do with these monsters, but go for it. And the thing is, at the very least, this has survived its turn, so it floats again. I don't get to discard for it, but it will stay on the field. I could special summon my own Kaiju. Based on the number of monsters. 4 or less give control. Right. When is that? During your standby phase. Why is it during the standby phase? Could you maybe not? Why do people like my standby phase? I like it too. Right. Sure. I mean, you can pay all the life points you want to damage me, but you don't have the thing that lets you get them back. During your opponent's main phase? Nope. I'm not sure it's actually worth even using the Deep Grave this turn. That's VJam, that's another monster off the top.
I mean, do you have like a 10 synchro that's worth making?
This needs to be destroyed by an opponent's card effect. No. No, it doesn't. Anyway, that's the end of that one. Right. Do I value the destruction? They have to pay 3,000 to deal... Oh no, they would be able to deal 18. So do I want to special summon it back? I think I might just set VJam. Set VJam... no... What do they have engraved? Do I want anything from theirs? There's that. I have Jizakura from my own graveyard. I have Destrudo in my own graveyard. Yeah, we'll do this just to put up another body. I guess they've just had a rough time with Kashtiras then.
Yeah.
I don't know what else prompts a name like that.
I mean, to be fair, they are playing the zombie deck. I think, like, you know,
Kashtira
the
is
guy
a rough
that's the
matchup,
macro on
yeah.
legs. That's the macro on legs. Yeah, very much.
Ow. That ain't particularly healthy for me. Cyber Valley. Fantastic card. This
Joke,
deck has
but
just,
you
like,
joke, but it had joke with Cyber Valley had meta relevance way back in the day.
It is true, but like this deck just has like the most random cards chucked in it. Like,
Yeah,
you shouldn't
like
really play Necroface in a zombie deck.
Yeah, it's not like The best? No.
Like, I get Giant Rex, because, you know, you're milling. Sure. Like, maybe it's not the best card, but, like, yeah, you're milling.
Yeah, sure, a body.
Hoppier is a quick synchro, Effect Veil is just good. Shang-Chi is, you know, in theme. Shiranui is a zombie. This thing's good, that's good. And then you got, like, yeah, Metaltron the 12th.
Yeah, you know. For when you haven't used your normal summon, you want to just tribute a big guy.
Yeah. And make him unaffected by, potentially, the entire card pool.
Exactly. You know, masterpiece at home.
I think...
Why is this just wonky quartet?
I have to miss entirely. Oh, hold on, how many spells have I gone through? I've gone through a good chunk of monsters, to be fair. But I don't think we're doing it.
Wonky
For
quartet.
each material this has. No, that's
Yeah.
a spell.
Nope, it's
Is there anything? No. No, there isn't. Pray.
Yeah.
That's a monster! No, that was... Oh. If I drew the good witch, I would have succeeded.
You've been wonkied. Sorry.
That's dumb. That's dumb, and I want to look at the deck.
It is a very dumb card. It is a very hilarious card, but
Oh
it's so
no,
dumb.
this is inconsistent as everything. This is the worst.
No! Oh, goodness. Where did we get?
It gets better the more you look at it. I swear.
The DD Dynamite, truly the cherry on top.
Chaos Zone?
Oh no. Oh no. I mean, Chaos Zone, technically, with what they have going on, could technically get
sure, like...
Inferno Tempest is hilarious.
Inferno Tempest, what is it? Deck and Graveyard just have Necroface in hand. Normal summon Necroface.
What's the card on the left in Internal Tempest? I forgot what that card is.
Yvonne's Sun, like, life point shenanigans. It's certainly a card.
What is it? What? Why?
They're even playing Soul Absorption. They're really going in on this, like, banish thing.
But you know, funny enough, it's like everything you see here, it's like 90% of it is like, okay, I guess this makes sense, and then 10% of it is like, what's going on?
It's
like,
so
why is there
much counter synergy? Oh wait, they're on VJam too. They also
like,
just have a seed.
Why is freaking Paces the goatee in here? What is he doing for this?
Fish Synchro, they can make Deep Beyond.
Yeah. Yeah.
But wait, no, I'll raise you one better.
Oh my god.
Tutor Synchro, non-tutor Synchro. Now...
You're not making...
Yep, no,
Drag.
it's... Oh wait, no, okay, there's your tutor.
Oh. Yeah, technically, yeah, the Shiranui would
But
do it.
there's now a problem. You need to level mod with, like, Unizombie twice to make this. Because it's a level 6, you need a 4.
But you can't even do that because, like, the second level modulation effect of Unizombies locks you in the zombies. It doesn't work that way.
Increase. Oh wait, no, they're both increase. It's not even like one of them's decrease. It doesn't work.
Yeah, Unizombie only...
Unsummonable. Like, completely unsummonable. Like, the rest of this is like, okay, like, you could take a look at it, just like, oh, they've got Banish shenanigans going on. This makes sense for Banish shenanigans. This does as well, you know? So does Chengying. But it's just paired with zombies. Like, just kind of almost regular zombies.
Literally. I love it when, like, only 90% of the deck...
Sure, a hand trap that'll be relevant once in a blue moon.
And, you know, looking at... Man, Beals is so nostalgic. I don't even remember the last time
The last time I saw Beals is probably because I put him in a TCG deck I played. Like, seriously.
Beals was such a powerhouse back in the day. It's kind of...
It still kind of is. It's like, we have more removal options available, so it's obviously less powerful, but it's like, it's still not the worst.
Yeah, it's not the worst synchro you could be making. It's just like with a combination of having a bunch of removal to get rid of Beals, and also Beals taking like specifically a Dark Tuner, so he's not technically fully generic.
Yeah.
Just
fair.
Feels like all the decks that can make Beals just have better options. Why you?
Every time. It is every time as well. There are some people who just won't read whatever you're doing. Like, you know how we just cut Dark Sanctuary? That was another thing. Nowhere in that... Well, no, it says Special Summon somewhere in that effect. But you have to be playing Destiny board for it. Like, exactly Destiny board.
Also, like, during the standby phase, they try to ash the Sanctuary?
No, they just, like, max C it. It's just, like, text not reading. It's not.
Some people
it's
do
not
that
even that they do it in standby to play around like tactics, ash, and all that. Like, stuff. No,
some people.
It's just like main phase. I'm gonna activate this field spell. Cannot be bothered to read it. Bug.
Oh, like immediately max. Oh,
I haven't
turned now.
Actually, that's something else. I haven't really ran into the Mulcharmies yet. Like, it's still been max C pretty much every time. Okay, we have a chance. This is a fair deck.
Well, you know. Mulcharmies. So the thing is about the Mulcharmies, it also like factors in on like your flip. Like if they go first, you're not gonna run into a Mulcharmy because you have to play it only on a clear board.
Unless they completely brick.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so it gains 15, and they can pay 7/9. The problem is, that doesn't kill me. The problem is, Winged Dragon of Ra can be cleared, but oh wait, no. They drew the card.
No.
Nope, that's it. That's the end.
Oh no.
Well.
Very.
Battle Fader, where are you when I need you?
Soul Crossing, so.
It's good. I like the fact that God support is broken. It needs to be. It's in theme. It's like a divine force, you know, coming down and smiting you for thinking, what, you could stop this? You dared hold a candle?
Oh yeah, no. The gods deserve to, you know, for gimmicky as they are, they deserve like some crazy nutty effect.
Like the Slifer Trap that just lets you draw up to 6 cards.
That's hilarious.
It's absolutely, like, crazy, but it could also just be stopped by Ash Blossom, so, you know.
Yeah. Draw 6 is only as...
Okay. This is still fine. We have options. It's no longer fine. It's... I'm confuzzled. Right. Send 1. Draw. We saw him. Cannot target. Yeah, so it's just White Forest Horus with Diabell, I guess. Not sure if this had to be a 60-card pile.
I mean, probably not. But... they're truly cooking something beyond our comprehension.
It could be. Like, you see the Table 500 and dual taning videos, you know, people putting in every single bit of, like, branded lore, or, like, the world legacy from start to finish, so...
Oh, yeah.
Why not just the current one?
It truly makes me wonder, is because, you know, MVT doesn't put it every time. It's like, how many resets do they have to do in order to get this?
Yeah. You just see the "and we're back." That's a nice Ecclesia.
Going...
I just don't want it summoned against me. So
Yeah.
that gets punishment. They have a... Oh no, okay, it gets Fleur de Lis.
Yeah.
Right.
Needs punishment when I'm ready for an extra card.
Target a face-up card on the field, negate its effects. Okay. So they could negate Cosmic Cyclone.
Well, that's only if that's only if, well, yeah, like, oh, you mean the trap? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you mean, or if you mean Ecclesia, you have to summon something from the extra deck.
Yeah.
Or Fleur de Lis. Eh.
That's really funny. I mean, they kind of have to, like, stop one of these two. They don't stop that, right. Then they have to stop Lightning Vortex. And... what can I do here? I can tag into Dogfighter, which gives me tokens every turn, but they get to keep bringing... You know what? I think that might be the thing. Yeah, you kind of have to do that. Although, they now get the search from this if they send one from hand or field. What do they send? You've drawn miscellaneous card, so it's possibly just miscellaneous card. Oh, the Incredible Ecclesia, they added it back, right. What can we do? We can Wicked Witch, beat Ecclesia. Yeah, Wicked Witch beat Ecclesia, tag into Dogfighter, beat the Guiding Quem, summon a token on their turn. Does the Abyss Actor do anything for us? I don't think it does. It's not the best play, but it does clear bodies. And we get in for 500 extra. And we would have rather had Wicked Witch in deck and summoned Good Witch, but you can't have everything.
I just gotta make what you gotta make.
We'll put it in the Anima Zone. They won't.
Surely. It's not like they're gonna just...
I mean, in this deck, I genuinely don't think they won't. I think the lowest monster they play may be a 1 if they're on, like, Vela. But otherwise, I think they just won't.
Say this. You get normal summon Ash, popular.
Yeah. Sure.
Say this. And then the Diabell Star searches original sim.
Diabells. Konami really does just, like, keep it up with Pendulum Hate, don't they? Like, I don't know if it's honestly intentional at this point, or, like, if it's just them, like, not really thinking about it too much, but, like, every decent archetype that's been printed, or every decent wave of support, every set, nearly, there's just been one card that screws Pendulums.
Yes. I definitely don't think Konami... Well, yeah, that's also a 1. That also... But, you know, I definitely think Konami at this point, like, has this massive grudge against them. They say they will never be good ever again.
It's the only reasoning I can actually think of.
No, they definitely, like, have a sore spot for that. It's kind of like their, you know, sore spot with kind of like FTK interaction because of the Gem Knight thing.
Oh yeah.
And frogs.
Which brings up a sore point that I have. FTKs are all frowned upon. However, I gotta reach my drink. However, why is the number like FTK just still a thing? Because I don't know why.
So, like, how they really justify it is that, like, if basically the FTK is bricky and high rolly enough, it's fine.
I understand Gimmick Puppet. Gimmick Puppet is a new deck. Like, that FTK is a new FTK with new cards, new support. It sells, like, a new set and everything. So, like, okay, I get that. It'll eventually get hit.
Yeah.
But
But
like,
there are definitely some things that should be around.
but
Some
yeah, like
FTK
number
around.
FTK has been around since I think day one, and it's just like, yeah, it's a deck. It's just like, you can do this.
And granted, it is a deck that like, but yeah, it's it's annoying. It's whack. Why is this here?
Right. So the problem here is I need to be able to... I need to have them summon so I can Cosmo and then Torrential. And it needs to be that order, because it banishes for cost.
Soul Servant.
Special summon it, then type 1 once your opponent controls destroy, then send 3. And then, what was that? Target lights 1 special summon it. Okay. So the last thing in this chain is a special summon.
Yes.
Which means that I should be able to do what I want to do. Oh wait, no, hold on.
Sure, the toggle's on.
No. Yes. Yes. It's not on summon removal. It's a thing.
Yeah, no, you have to tribute, yeah.
So now we do this. And nothing else? Okay, no. This does float, which is kind of what I need. I can... Yeah, I can float in the battle phase. They can have stupid big number, but I can float in... Well, how big is stupid big number? They banish this and 2 Skull Servant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6k at present.
Yeah. But, oh yeah, they make Minerva here and start milking.
Yeah.
Mill.
I mean, to be fair, this doesn't matter if I kill it either, so that's fine. And they still, like, the end goal for them is to summon, you know, King of the Skull Servants, so that will trigger Torrential. And that will be Chain Link 1 because of how those things work. That's fine. Because that's current. Which means you're about to summon the king.
Yep. He is coming.
And they don't have Lady in White on the field. The fool!
No protection.
Goodbye. I know they have others, but it just lowers his attack. And we get to float. They do as well. We'll float into one of our 2 dog fighters. Because that just pushes it further. Yeah, deck thinning. They're really dedicated to this mill.
Oh yeah. I kind of wish Cosmo would get more.
Good support.
But yeah, but I feel like with it, old school TV archetype is.
I haven't actually
those
like
were-
played with or around or against Cosmo until like this, until Masochist.
Fair. I played against Cosmo when it first came out. It was actually big fish. Which, you know, back that deck was crazy.
Hmm. Like when you get banished. Yep. What did they target? Probably this. No, they targeted the Lady in White. I feel like that's actually a weird choice. You could have gone for this again and put 2 on the board. As it is, I can now book a moon and kill this. But I guess they don't know that. Cannot be destroyed with battle, unaffected by spell trap cards effects. So yeah, they're not unaffected by monster effects. And I might as well put this in defense position anyway.
More body blocking.
Vjam also just clears. Kaiju also just clears.
VJ was probably the better option because
Is the
Scroll
better
Service
option.
Scroll Service really do nothing but really just punch things in the face.
I'm dead realistically if they get another one off, right? Let's see, how many have they gone through? They've gone through 1, 2, they have a 3rd in deck or in hand.
E-Jam can't be destroyed by battle, right?
Yeah. That's why I was wondering whether it was worth changing this to attack and killing this one. The answer is no. It's actually worth just keeping it around as a blocker. Keep the Kaiju in hand. I've got Battle Fader I can normal summon on another turn. Steal the Kaiju. 3,300. Also, for only having 3 Kaijus in the deck, you would not believe the amount of times I've messed up giving my opponent the wrong Kaiju with Kaiju counters.
That hurts. I know that has to.
Like, there's only 2 Kaijus in my deck, and only one of them has a negate. It's the machine one. It's, you know, it's Jizakira.
Yep. I mean, hey, it could be worse. You could have gave them Gamma Seal when you had a counter. That would be the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
On wants to return Omni?
And it banishes. It's crazy how good some of the negates in the game are, and they just also aren't played. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Gamasiel is just the lowest attack Kaiju.
You know, playing Kaiju's intended way is like probably the worst way to play it.
Yeah. Gamasiel is the lowest attack Kaiju. The Tachyon counter trap is a Tachyon counter trap, not Galaxy Eyes or anything.
To be fair, the new support did help that out.
Yeah, I've heard about that, but like, you know, up to present.
Yeah, like,
and then also what is it? The Roid counter trap as well. On the one hand,
Roid counter trap is actually
on the one hand, that's absolutely cracked. On the other hand, it's like it's Roids. You
gotta play Roids for it. And
you will get. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Yeah, you still have the Fader.
Wait a minute. Could
still
I reverse OTK them?
That would be if you Anima and take that is actually hilarious.
They have low enough life points.
Yeah, no. Anima snatch and then attack into the Michael might win. Just might be enough. Well,
deliberately keep my hand off the no button, you know? I don't want to misclick here.
Well, it's just, you have to hope they don't get rid of the Fader and like...
They've got 4 extra deck cards. They've got they've used their once per turn, but they could, you know, somehow recycle it. 2 cards in hand. They've got an entire graveyard that isn't... Ooh. They've got 13 cards left in deck.
Yo, wait.
That's
this
better.
might be the freest win ever. The funny.
No. I kind of like half thought that might be the case, but you know, you gotta try it. What can we do?
That's so unfortunate that it works like.
the thing is, it's the original attack, but that's the monster effect. It's not, you know.
Yeah.
What else could I do? I can link to. I can kill myself.
I mean, hey, at least you go out on your terms, I suppose.
Yes. It's not like stealing the kaiju would have done anything either, though. In this game state, it just wouldn't have done. I can't be angry at seeing Skull Servants win. It's Skull Servants. That's hella fun.
Yeah. It's the funniest down game deck in the game, you know?
Yeah. Like, you've got big machines as a lot of the OTK decks, right? Or, like, some kind of, like, you know, heavy-duty machinery. You've got, like, trains. You've got Infinitrack, which, like, kind of yes-no, but I'd still lean on yes. You've got Super Heavy, Ancient Gear, Karakuri, even. Like, all of those are really, like, you know, beat-down machines, and then you've got just, like, you know, little boy Bones over there.
Jelly.
Anyway.
It is kind of crazy that it feels like most of the OTK decks are machine coverage.
Oh yeah, Cyber
Even
Dragon. Cyber
Dragon.
Sort of.
Yeah, sort of. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, technically their big boss monster is just a OTK.
But it is also unaffected, so you can't, like, limit a removal or anything like that, you know?
Yeah. It feels like there's very few OTK, at least decks that are just OTK centric. Outside of the very few.
To, like, exactly getting rid of Toon World.
Like, I think the only OTK deck you can imagine outside of that is like there's Skull Servants, there's Lights.
Oh wait, Despot. Despot's another machine OTK deck.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Even old school like Dynamis was supposed. That's how Dynamis worked.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess that's like it's kind of weird. Dynamis is like. It's like that weird. It's a beatdown deck most definitely, but there are some like weird hands of Dynamis we don't quite OTK.
In case it scores.
Playing around scores.
Yeah.
You know, as much as I want to joke, you know, I could see a Toon player playing Gores.
They have not summoned Gores. They don't have a Toon World. And I have Crackdown.
Just wonder what
you see, this could have been the rank up game, but no. We're gonna go through like 8 losses first.
No, it's never the game you wanted.
No.
That's not how this works.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, he
Toons is another OTK deck, which isn't necessarily machines, but does have like 2 or 3 of them. They've got Sidra, they've got Toon Barrel Dragon, don't they? And Toon Ancient Gear Golem.
And only one of those is worth playing.
It's this one. To be fair, this actually looks like a decent Toon deck. Like, you probably want to be on another kingdom, but like, it's not bad.
I mean, you want to be on another kingdom, the extra deck, you know, there are extra deck options.
Yeah, like, of course this is unfinished, but like, as far as the decks I've seen go, like, okay, you probably don't need. Yeah, you could like cut Gemini Elf, put yourself on like another Blackstone, and maybe another.
Gemini Elf isn't terrible. Honestly, if anything, you're gonna cut in the main deck. You don't want the Shadow. Shadow Tune is probably not.
Oh yeah, because it's a burn card. Like, you could play 1 to fetch it. It's like decent.
Yeah, but you know, if you want to like OTK and tunes, like the better card to play is like Rollback.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot that's a thing, isn't it?
Yep.
It could, like, what's it? A Toon can attack twice that turn?
Pretty much. But other than that, I mean, yeah, it's not the worst.
Wait, actually, something else interesting. How am I doing on the on the fucking battle damage. And has my stream just FF'd?
The die. It's
Or is
still
it
looking.
just Mastered All? I think it's just
I think it's just
Mastered All.
Master. Yeah, I think it's just Master. Your stream is. Simply the Master moment.
Ah, well. We had a bad run. But yeah, how am I doing on my, like, 100,000 battle damage? Actually decent. We have upped it by 5,000 since end of last stream.
It's progress. It's progress.
It is progress. We got one legacy ticket. Oh yeah, this is new, isn't it? I am happy they updated, like, the original Ogdoadic pack. I'm tempted for that Jinzo mate on my main account. I think I probably will end up getting him. I am kind of sad that all the new mates are just, like, one animation, though.
Yeah, they've gotten a little lazy on the beta.
Yeah. Like, the originals had, like, 3 or 4, and every new one was, like, still, yeah, like, 2 to 3.
It truly felt like really peaked the Dragon Maid launch, not had like a that lives up to Dragon Mage's quality till that.
Dragoonity Oubliette is a payoff for the Dragoonity deck. That's something.
Yeah. Summon.
We don't have Stardust. That's the end of that. We have some Ancient Gears. I don't know if it's worth playing Engineer, though.
No, it's probably one of the worst years ever.
Scrapworm, direct attacker. There was a time when we were playing, like, the White Moray as a direct attacker, just because it was also a tuner.
Oh.
I
mean, I guess that's how Maska's deck starts. You're going to be playing some of the crazy things ever.
We do have summonable ritual monsters. I got past that proficiency test. And one of them's not even that bad. We've got the Boral Ritual. But just, you know, can't make it consistently. Again, the Blue Eyes support for that Blue Eyes deck, which I don't have Blue Eyes.
The theoretical Blue Eyes.
Because, like, Blue Eyes and Dark Magician are both ultra rares, you just can't play a deck around them.
Nope, not at all.
You can play a Cosmo deck. Just saying.
Cosmo Town is really good. Town is very good.
That just goes in the deck. Like, there's no reason to not.
I mean, you're playing a good amount of Cosmos. This is Cosmos' main resource loop. Whatever gets popped in the search, we pop it on. But no, like
it
Cosmo
makes me less susceptible to wonky quartet.
Yeah, to the 2 wonky quartets. You know.
I really want. I probably should cut some stuff. I could probably cut Blast Spider, but it is, like, it's normal summon removal. But I probably could cut it.
You know, with a lot of people doing kind of like, so I imagine you run into like a lot of people doing like pass. Maybe Needlebug Sealing work.
Maybe. I think try that for the moment.
Yeah, even though, like, don't get me wrong, like quick play Dark Hole sounds really good, but
the condition is a little
just
bit
not
steep.
the format, right?
Hello, Mysteries. Welcome back to chat. You haven't missed anything. We've got a win. We've got a win.
Was it a win or was it 2?
1.
We've
got 1 win.
Just against the 2.
I don't want to think about how it's affected. Like, I was so happy at the start of this stream and at the end of last stream because we were above 33% win rate. I'm not so sure that that's true anymore.
Yes. Like, at this point,
we had a few duels installation. I think we had like 4 losses that we could have had, but we've just lost like 8 and won 1. So, I don't know.
It definitely is not looking good.
And the ever dangerous 40-ish card deck with full extra. That's fine. I do not care about Mexi. The fact that they don't have Ash is really funny.
It's another Wicked Witch path. Yeah, dude.
Wicked Witch and Crackdown.
That is true. You know, Crackdown is such a...
It's neat.
Man, I wish Crackdown was played more.
It's like decent. It's just like actually good.
Yeah, it's
Not
really
this,
good.
It's not. But it's good.
Really good, and it's just held down from being a continued crap.
Cannot be destroyed by card effects that do not target them. I guess I could still Snatch Steal Imseti. That's the thing. How much of their hand are they willing to get rid of?
I mean, like, I would say, like, wait for
battle phase.
Yeah, wait for battle phase, or wait for them to make a extra deck guide. Because sometimes what they like doing is making that big old rank cake.
Like, the problem is, like, extra deck things that have effects on summon still trigger, but that is an Xyz. And that's a monster negate. I know I don't get the monster negate, I'm just saying. Okay, let's wait a minute. Because that doesn't immediately threaten me. That might.
I'm just trying to think. Is there?
This can be. It can still be targeted. I need to. It's in the related, the ever expanding.
Yeah, no, like
rank. Okay, it's just target a face-up card your opponent controls, destroy it. That's fine, because I can pay. I can pay 1,000 to protect it, so I probably just do that. And that's fine. It's a small price to pay for Snatch Steal because they now rank it up. Well, no, do they?
I mean, I imagine they do, right?
Yeah.
Gotta go for the OC.
Right. Now this is target one card on the field and destroy it. So now we Snatch Steal. Now they have the entire rest of their hand to work with, so they can just make another rank 8, but we've taken this thing. Zeus would go real hard if they attacked into it. As it is, that is a Link monster, but I probably want to just keep it hostage for the materials it has.
Probably.
Well, do I? It's got one material. And it's not the good one. Good one's Engrave. This does get to just send. Which means neither of these are being destroyed, but it is once per turn. So they can't clear both. They have to set their priorities. That normal summon dash. Are you doing Pep? That's the only reason I can think of that. Either that or Verte.
Yeah.
Also, Crackdown is like really good, but strange. Like, I was so. Yeah, okay, it's Verte. I was so excited for Crackdown to be like really good, but then it's just like, wait. Well, you control that monster. If I give them it back with Transversa, they get their monster effects back.
Yes. Yes, they do.
They also just took the zone, but yeah. Just
I love
your opponent controls, which is gonna hurt.
Love all my homies love.
They kind of have to negate this. But wait, if I... Let's see, that's 11... No, they send it. They just send it and I take 3-5. But that's fine. I can take 3-5. But yeah, that's okay. That's not a problem. Now, if they are playing... I forget what if they're playing Hinatama, because I think there is a 400 life. No, there is a 300 life. Raime. Right.
Because, like,
so
Sparks
I could kill
really...
myself. But I could also try and Destrudo to bait this. Because Destrudo doesn't lock me, which means it's a Link monster. I don't know if they do anything to it.
Yeah, if they do blow up the Destrudo, it triggers the Unchain the hammer.
Yeah. It's not like that does anything either, but I can make them think.
Yep. But it'd be funny.
It would be funny. Problem is, I also can't crash to trigger this. Like, this is very much lost game state.
Yeah. Hey, you could beat over the vert. That's something.
Yeah. Alright, so that dies. It wasn't on field. This doesn't trigger.
Oh, it doesn't.
Sometimes you just, sometimes you learn things. This has been a theme. More often than not, that you just learn things playing Magic. Like, I like to think that I have a decent knowledge of the overall card pool and decent knowledge of rulings, and then I get to locals or I get to like an interaction in this, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, it's like, oh. Well, I mean, there's over like
11,000
20,000 cards in the game. Right? You know, there's gonna be some that slip through the crack.
There are 11,000 cards.
Like, I think I'm pretty good at the game, but you're not gonna expect me to remember the entire last turn ruling document, are you?
Yes.
You really gonna expect that from me?
If you are thinking about last turn, you need to understand it.
This is your Bible now. This is what you read. This is what you must.
If you have gazed upon last turn, that's it. You know this now.
You know everything about this, how exactly.
Well, good thing King of Kings makes me think anime, and therefore, V-Jam solos.
Truly.
Sometimes it is just that simple. Which is, like, really crazy, because you get everything from really back and forth duels which you win or lose, to just, like, a stupid card that solos because they can't be bothered to deal with it. Like, I managed to convince a Raid Raptor duelist in the early days of this to just quit, because I kept summoning bodies. Not because they did anything. Not because I could out their Towers monster. I just kept playing.
You just kept freaking...
It's like, this summons tokens. When this is destroyed, summon a thing. This can't be destroyed.
The nimble manga.
Alright.
The nimble manga tactic.
Sure. Were they scared of the... Okay. This is another pet peeve. Surrenders and really, like, easy duels, like FTKs and, like, ones where my opponent does next to nothing. They give me, like, 15 legacy tickets. Duels where I fight for my duels, nothing. I get, like, 2. Maybe 1.
This is, like, fully constructed, like...
It's just a proper deck. I don't know. I don't get it.
Fine. The heck was the opening for him to quit?
Like, my hand didn't kill them. Didn't even come close. Apparently,
maybe they brick so bad they're just like, it's not.
Nope.
Scanner, like it's just called Scanner. I've never seen a card before.
What, you've never seen Scanner?
No.
You've never seen the bait for like, a banish deck. Wait, I could. Oh no, it uses opponent's cards.
Yes. What? This is like a Gen X that they couldn't bother to put the name Gen X.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Gen X called Gen X Scanner, right?
I think you're right. I think Gen X Scanner is a card.
That's what I'm saying. What is this? This isn't a real card.
It is. I know it's a real card. Like I know this is a real card.
Oh goodness gracious! Literally just a
this. Now this is a classic.
Yeah. Okay. I know. Yes. Like I know.
Yes. Kangaroo Champ. We love
Yeah,
Tumbly.
try hard dragon. That was like a you go crazy in a lot of the older Yu-Gi-Oh
I mean,
games.
yeah, it was the
That's all.
second highest attack monster in the game. This is actually removal. Wait, we can play this now. It's not new because it came in the structure, but we have, like, defense destruction now.
Smashing Ground is pretty good on early Masochist. Not bad.
Yeah. No.
There's one removal.
Just start reading the trap and then realize it has more text that goes beyond the condition. Is no.
It's like, wow, you really wrote a paragraph. Nothing.
You really wrote a paragraph for summon a guy with less attack or something like that.
Exactly.
Oh, what? We don't have Mathmech extra deck. We have like 3 Mathmech main deck, maybe 4.
I thought you did have Final Signal.
No.
The signal? Or is that
Morphtronic? No. Heart Earth. We barely summon rank 5s as is 2 materials. That is our 3rd Fogblade.
Fogblade's pretty good.
It is really good, but the problem is we're actually struggling to out our own Fogblades. That's our 2nd Cupid pitch.
That is the thing about Fogblade. Fogblade's good, but you have to have a way to out your own Fogblade.
Yeah.
You can't.
Volcanics. I don't think we have any. Well, no, we have some, but not enough for a deck.
Not enough for a deck.
And one more because Platinum, baby.
Trailblaze Accelerator is good.
I don't know why, but I have been blessed, like, on this account with a stupid number of, like, Ultra and Supers, even if we're not playing them. That's a negate if your opponent's illiterate.
I mean, Pit Knight, he's not terrible. It's not bad. This goes hard.
Have Hungry Burger as well.
That card goes hard in a certain sprite builds.
More Umi support. Like, we have, like, Pacifist is so easy to pull. It feels like every Masochist account probably has a copy of Pacifist, right? So of course we have Pacifist, and therefore we technically have an Umi deck.
True. And hey, you know, sometimes, like,
yeah,
Pacifist...
That is the 3rd Fogblade.
Pacifist, and, you know, the trap, the Umi trap, sometimes that's all you need.
I mean,
sometimes it's good enough.
What do we have? We have Pacifist. Yeah, we have Pacifist itself. What mentions Umi? Many things. Legendary Fisherman 2, 1 copy. Legendary Fisherman 1, 2 copies. Sea Stealth, the bad one. Yep, normal support.
Fish Sonar is funny. Surprised you have
Fish
that.
Sonar's alright. But...
And, you know, Sea Stealth 2 isn't terrible.
No, it's not terrible.
It's not the one you want.
But we kind of need something to, like, loop with it.
Yeah,
and,
like
looping this is fine. It searches a level 7 water. I don't know what we have that's a level 7 water.
Not the best. I have the best fish on our target.
Oh yeah, it searches Tidal, and it searches Foom. So I guess that's not terrible. Also searches Silent Abyss, but we're not summoning that. I don't think we're really summoning these for the heavy discard costs either. Like, we have an amount of water things. We got 2 normal summons. But of course we want to play more normal monsters if we're playing Pacifist. That's an effect monster. For reasons.
Reasons unknown.
Well, the reasons are probably like exactly Sword and Shield or like Inverse Universe, those kind of cards, you know?
Oh, exactly Sword and Shield. You're gonna convince me that the monster was made You're gonna convince me Metal Reflexon was made exactly Sword and Shield.
I think it possibly was, because like it is that old. Like, you know, Sword and Shield is that old, and Metal Reflexon is not that far behind.
I think Metal Reflexon is like made for the same like marshmallow, just to be a blocker for like
Yeah.
a and a tribute for a mono.
Pretty much, yeah. Nothing you summon will beat over this immediately. That's the idea. It gives you a turn.
It was played for a while, especially like when trap monsters started getting their feet together, because
I mean,
status,
yeah.
especially with anguish pattern, still goes hard.
I still play it as a one-off in Uriah simply because one of the reasons it's level 10, so it works with the Awakening trap to recur your continuous traps. It's a level 10 for Xyz plays. It's a continuous trap, and it's 3k.
It's true.
It's also God Slime. God Slime still is, like, it certainly is something.
It's not a bad card. Not bad at all.
And always, as always, talking about like the jank cards makes me realise just how much like a lot of weird a lot of cards that you just wouldn't expect to care about type, just because they do. So we have both bricked in that case. For I would rather you summon a monster so I could kaiju it.
It's not say bricked yet.
Well,
could there darn well be labyrinth.
Let's find out. Special summon Assault Synchron. Tribute
I'm
summon.
not gonna lie. Usually my rule of thumb is that if somebody's passing turn setting like 3 or more, it's like, okay, this has the potential to be based deck.
Okay, sure. That certainly is a decent card. Right. I mean, we get a token, and it does float into another Cosmo, and we've got the Deep Grave, and this gives us a snapshot into what they're playing. Oh, you love to see it. I don't know about you, but I am deathly tired of Branded.
No, who are you telling? This deck has been around for like, what, 5-6 years at this point? May not be that.
There are certain decks which are just like playable and have been playable since release and just like probably will never stop being playable. Like Eldritch as long as Floodgates are legal, that kind of thing. But like I'm not tired of Eldritch.
Well, the thing is, I feel like Eldritch, I feel like we talked about this like days ago, but like Eldritch has never been that deck that's been the best deck in the room.
Yeah.
So it's never been something to really like go about. So even though Eldritch is still around, like it's not something you really get sick of, because you may see Eldritch like once in every 20 years. Like a good example of that deck that just feels like it never dies, is constantly around, is like Sky.
Yeah.
Feels like Sky Striker is just never dead, always around. It pops up to be the best deck in the room every now and then because the Sky Striker exists.
I still don't think like I'd be particularly sick of Sky Striker either. Like that's just fine. It's just like
I guess the only reason, because like I did play it during Toss, and I guess Sky Striker now isn't like really any threatening, because playing any like deck that's been made in the last. You can deal with Widowing. It's not the worst thing to like cross the table.
That's fine. This dies in end phase. Sure, it doesn't come back, but I've outed the Mirror Jade. And we have ye favorite, Deep Grave.
Good old Deep Grave. I guess also
right.
It's also another.
What do we want?
It's Sword Soul kind of.
Kaiju is funny. So is the. I mean, Dogfight is still funny. It just doesn't do anything for us. It might be the Kaiju.
Just for the more attack. Well, I mean, Mirror Jade. What the effect is? You dump a fusion or just extra.
It's one that mentions. So we don't get it. But I do get a Kaiju. in and of itself is kind of funny.
3,300 Bungus is always good.
Yep. And let me read Anima. It's face up. There we go. Perfect zoning. Plays around Mech Knights. It plays around what is it? Springun's Explorer.
Or you did leave one column for the Mech Knight player in the right.
Okay, no, okay. It doesn't play around Mech Knights. Damn. But I guess it doesn't need to. That's funny. That stays in hand for a little bit. And yeah, this just means it's lethal next turn, so we do it. And this can protect itself anyway, which gives us potentially something to equip the Moon Mirror to. If they fake this draw, we win. If they have to set a monster, we still win. Because we can just equip Moon Mirror to V-Jam.
My question is, like, what was the boy?
They've been there since the start of the duel and done nothing, which is really, really weird.
So I'm saying, like, what possibly say?
Ash. Yes. Yeah, I'm not gonna
I still think.
anything.
I'm sorry, buddy. It was not meant to be.
I don't know what the back row could be. I just got an achievement.
Oh, we
Sweet.
We can look at the deck list.
Yeah. Work out what's a brick
Theoretically.
scenario. I mean, Inpub is a brick. Because, like, what monster effects was I using? I guess... I guess it could be Talons. It couldn't be called by, because otherwise they would have used that when we used Deep Grave. It was live. It could be branded in red. They didn't have anything.
Wait, now looking at the extra deck, I don't think they had a super poly target for your board.
Oh, that's...
Because your Kaiju is in the dark.
Yeah, Kaiju's not dark. This can't be made with Super Poly. That's a, you know, light dark dragon. That is...
Monster, different names. They didn't have...
It is weird. You would normally put in, like, more targets than just this.
Yeah, like a Mud Dragon or... Mud Dragon...
Like, technically every Fallen of Albaz plus X is a Super Poly target, but the whole point is that, like, he does that.
Yeah. Well, I guess it... Yeah.
But yeah, okay, it could have been, like, Super Poly, Tactics, branded in red, branded in white. Yeah, branded in white. They, like, banished the stuff with the Lubellion, right?
Yeah.
Or no, they shuffled it into the deck.
Yeah.
So it was just removed.
Very
yeah, okay. We won a game that we probably shouldn't have done. Battle damage is climbing slowly. But winning games we shouldn't have done is quite the theme, you know?
Right. Winning against a branded deck?
Looking at a deck list and then realizing, man, they drew awful.
Yeah.
Most of the time it feels like kind of bad, and then there's the odd duelist where it's just like, you know what? No. This is fine.
So no. No, he deserves...
Our second Birch. Sales pitch. That's just... Oh wait, we've already got one, and we weren't playing it because no one was triggering it. It's like we've also got 2 shared ride, and people were not triggering it.
Shared ride is some theory. I think shared ride is like...
That's a rank 6. Specific.
Also, the Gigabite isn't terrible if you ever...
No, if we do actually end up on the spellcasters. But it's just like, it feels like that's not coming together in a way that matters.
Oh, no.
Maybe I can... Oh, yeah. Scanner's brother, by the way.
Oh.
Are you familiar with Shredder?
I do. Funny enough, I do know Shredder because this wasn't dueling. This was typed in very early because it is just removal for a disc.
Yeah.
Played in like those uh those Desperado Barrel Dragon because it
Uh,
is an earth that if it is destroyed can trigger Desperado.
let's just filter by spellcaster, I guess. Give you a sneak peek. Because like some of this is actually no. Let's give you the better sneak peek to really emphasize a point. Like one Dark Magician of this would be playable. We've got 2 Eternal Soul. We've got the field spell for it. We've got this to grab a Dark Magician. We've got the banish spell. We've got this to make a fusion. Like we've got so much stuff.
That actually is hilarious. This is enough to make a comprehensive Dark Magician strategy. The only thing that you're kind of missing is like
Himself.
payoff because payoffs, yeah, itself, and then like payoffs because Amulet Dragon is not enough. But
Yeah, no. Amulet Dragon isn't enough. But
yeah, but
this
like
is
other than
fun.
that, it's not terrible.
We get to search this out as well. Like that's an effect of Eternal Soul. We don't have the other target, so it's limited deck fitting. But like this is just a banish. If we could get into, that's a dragon, right? No, okay, we need to get into this.
Yeah, I think probably like the funniest probably payoff is like what Eternal Rivals or Destined Rivals. I mean,
yeah,
the trap.
Destined Rivals too. That's pretty good. Tribute Dark Magician, Special Summon Dark Magician Knight. We could also loop Dark Magician. We can target the card on the field, destroy it. Neat. Still a level 7, not a level 8, but you know. Attack boost and everything, but yeah, anyway. The spellcaster thing, because you know what? You're interested in Witchcrafter. We have a number somewhere. Not enough to make it a deck, but like there's 2.
They exist.
We have like Berry Magician, like the odd card here or there. I forget that this guy's just a spellcaster, so there's that. There's this guy, you good old Time Wizard. Ushadol, Anima, of course. E-favorite, Time Breaker. There's another berry. What else was here? The honorary, boss of bosses.
Good old hedgehog.
Oh yeah, like stuff for Xyz summoning. We've got not Manny-Bug, Hane, but big. Hane?
Sorry.
Hane? I don't know how you say it.
Oh, I usually call it Hane.
What else? Another berry magician girl.
Joe Breaker, Magical Warrior.
Oh yeah, Quintet magician, by the way.
Quintet is so funny. Quintet is so funny if you actually summon it 5 minutes, but like never happened.
Yeah, the absolute travesty. Time Magic Howard, Time Wizard. No Hermos.
Honestly, it's funny. Wait, you have Alice?
Yeah, we have Alistair. Okay, ditch the
I
filters.
imagine with no invocation.
Just
the Alistair with no stir.
like we've got things. We could summon like everything here, but there's just no invocation.
Yeah. That's so sad.
There's a lot of that. And if we type in like just spellcaster, I guess. Like there's a lot of this stuff that yeah, we've got 3 of this guy now. And you've got things like Magician's Right Hand, which is, the first spell, so it's telegraphed, but it's the first spell. You got this for the banish, you got this for
I love negates like that. I love negates like that.
Yeah, it cannot be destroyed by battle. You've got this one. Like, there's loads of stuff. It just ain't doing any of it.
Yeah, no, it's very much incomplete ideas. Funny enough, the Charmer Trap isn't bad either. Funny.
Let's see, where was that one? Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, 1500 defense, which is like a really oddly specific thing, but actually pretty good. And because it summons in
Oddly
face down,
specific, but surprised the amount of spellcasters that actually randomly have that stat.
I mean, it's all the charmers. It's the fairy tales. No, it's not the fairy tales. But
The
it is.
fairy tale
What
fairy
is
tales
it?
have a 850 attack. Some fairy tales I think have
It is
50.
this guy, which is just special summon 2. Special summons 1 on flip, and then special summons 1 when goes to grave.
Forgot about it. So I forgot this card.
Just doesn't quite do it.
Yeah, it's just it's not enough to make it comprehensible.
I forget what Snake Eye cards I have as well.
It's like getting
Right, we got Ash, we got Birch. We got this. Like, it is kind of removal.
Yes.
We managed to keep hold of, 2 Birch until the end of time.
Sadly, probably the worst as back row.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
I mean, it's how it goes, though, isn't it? You just draw, you get cards, and it's just yeah, this is sometimes good. And that sometimes is enough. Or isn't.
This is a guy. You know? I like guys.
I like things with attack stat.
Yeah, they do things. They attack and have numbers. But alrighty, Cat. I'll have to get out of your hair.
I mean, it's been nice having company anyway.
Oh, of course. Nice chatting, passing the time.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway. I do wish you luck on your Mascus run today.
And I wish you luck with your endeavors. Have a good evening.
You too. You too.
Blackbuster. Buster Blader is not the best of matchups for us, but... Fenrir is a house. That's the other thing. I don't know, let's see. Must be ritual summoned, cannot activate when this attacking card destroy. Okay. It's not killing Fenrir, but those are monster effects. And it's shuffle... Oh wait, it didn't use a normal monster, so its only effect is offline anyway. It does get to target Fenrir and banish Fenrir. Does it get to target a spell trap and banish? Target 2 and banish. Bam. Okay. That's annoying. This can just be destroyed. That can also just be destroyed. Which means this next draw is not as important. They really are playing a character deck, aren't they? Well, I say a character deck, when did, you know, Yugi ever use Buster Bladers outside of exactly just Buster Blader? Like, the Blackluster soldiers feel a lot more in theme. Right, and that's fine. So we do this, and we pitch this. Go for it. Activate, add a kaiju. We'll get this one. It's always the one we want to give to our opponent. Right, they are 500 attack weaker, they've stacked their deck, but they don't have any monsters on field. On top of that, they're playing Buster Bladed. Ah, come on. Special summon this one. Okay. Send that and send the Dark Magical Circle for draw 2. Now, it does seem like they're in a bad spot though, because you wouldn't send that Dark Magical Circle unless you had, or if you had Eternal Soul, put it that way. Doesn't have any attack, that's fine. Let's see. Make up to 3 attacks on monsters during each battle phase this turn. Tribute this card, change that monster's attack, okay. Add a level 7 or lower. Then you can have Ritual Spell from Grave. Add that one. Do you have more Blackluster? Because that Ritual Spell does not get you the other things. Okay. Equal exactly 8. Oh, you get to Ritual Summon it from Grave. It still wasn't made using a normal monster. And I still don't care about the damage you've got on board. I might actually give myself this guy, because you've got more monsters on the field. It gives me more opportunity to inflict damage. Let's see what I draw, because... oh, that's really good. Right, so activate this. Get this. We're gonna actually... special... no. We're going to normal this, activate its effect, do this, put this on the field. We're not going to book a moon. We're going to special this here, use this, and then we get to special this, and then we get to remove 3 counters. Thousand, 13, and game. So they cleared Fenrir pretty easily, but apparently that's not what did it anyway. Did help though, he definitely put in some work. That is certainly a deck. In theory, Yugi. Right. Okay, back to the shop. Let's open some legacy tickets. And see what majesties we can pull. We don't have a convincing light deck. And... well, it's not terrible, but it does necessitate kind of like a light warrior deck, really. That's the idea. That is particularly bad. That's Koaki support, and we don't really have the key part. Clown will not do. This is sort of anti-Tenpai. It's not great. Okay, that's a card. Is it a rock? It's a rock for the rock deck that we don't play. Interesting. Certainly cards. Right. I am going to get some master packs, but for the moment, I just need to take care of something real quick. So let me... what am I doing? What order am I trying to do? Let me mute the in-game music. I'll mute my mic and stick on some actual music. and back to our scheduled broadcast. That did just, obviously, I chose that as a piece reflecting the inner turmoil. And, yeah, anyway. The struggles of a masochist account, I guess. Let's see what the Master Pack has to offer us. As much as new stuff for the deck, it hasn't been particularly kind, but it's like, we're at that stage where it's not going to be that often. There is a new level 10 to Synchro Summon. Is it good? I don't know, but it is a new level 10 that we can Synchro Summon. I am undecided on the efficiency of Thor. Needs thought. Draco Slayer support? Draco Slayer support. I don't know what Draco Slayers we have, if any. More danger, but not the monsters. No. That's a very, very duplicate pack, isn't it? 2 new cards. That's another crazy thing about, like, how often you find duplicate cards in these challenges. And it's always the same, like, random ones as well. Like, I know I have 3 Good Witch. And I, like, have 3, of, what's his name? Jizukiru. That's not a bad Earth Machine to get. Adds to the pile, definitely. But it just feels that, like, a lot of these cards, you know, they're just the same view. Oh, that's not the same. I don't think we can really reliably summon this. And I don't know what wind-ups we have, even if we could. That's the other thing. I think the best pull from there is possibly Trencher. Because we do have, like, you know, an Earth Machine deck and it can make 5s. Doesn't have the Infinitrack 5s, but it can make 5s. Let's see, can we jump back up into Plat 4 for, like, you know, just for the last bit of the month? Just maybe. High stakes. Oh yeah, what I was saying at the start of this stream, by the way, is that, probably gonna have to take a break in March. And I know I said it at the start of the stream, and I actually managed to fully say it, but, yeah, I think it will have to be variety things. Because I won't be able to get through 6 streams. I'll only have the opportunity for 4, maybe 5. I don't know, I haven't actually looked at the dates of March, but yeah, I think it's not really worth doing, and I need to get some editing done, so maybe, like, I can stream doing some editing, or I could, just play variety things so I don't have to worry about the footage. I can just leave it to be on the Twitch stream and then get deleted in due time. Alright, now if the sleeves are accurate, I think I understand and have a mild chance. Right, now that is a problem. Traptrix Garden. Sarah. Jeez. I need to read this one again. Normal summon and additional. Right. I think we have to do it here, right? Yeah. And I think it's going to be better to keep concealing if they do manage to make, like, even a half board or something. I know the Link monster... I know that they have links and they don't care about that, but main deck is where at least some of their power lies. Now this can be destroyed in the coming turn, and that's not great. I was hoping they didn't have that. They get to set a hold trap. What is your hold trap? This one. Is that a problem? I'm about to find out, I guess. Oh, you get to make a rank 4. That is a problem. Right. Marmello. Is it Marmello? Set but banish. So you set this again. You can only use one per turn. Rank 4. Okay. Ripley easier. It's currently fine. There isn't a hole that meets its condition. There isn't. You're fucking with me. Absolute shit. I special summoned one monster. Right. I do not like this. Not in the slightest. Come on. Alright, those can't change their battle positions. Let's activate the effect. To special summon, and I think we tribute set, probably. Because they are a lot less likely to have something for flip summon. What do we know they have? We know they have this. We don't know what the other one is. So yeah. We've got a standby phase anyway. So let's tribute set. It gets banished unless they do something with it, right? Triggers this. Special summon Trap Tricks. Summon this. Destroy this, get everything back online. I don't like that. Sets a hole. Trap Tricks is like annoyingly consistent. In like the weirdest of ways. We're not gonna play into that, that's a flip summon. Not this doesn't when your opponent when your opponent summons that includes flip. That sucks. They could attack into it, I guess that's an idea. But they can also just link 3 and attack over it. How you doing? Why does no one play like the Link monsters? And because that's a Trap Tricks effect, you gotta do the thing. I feel like we've lost this. I'd like to be positive, but no, we just, like... we didn't draw much interaction, and you need actually a good bit to deal with the recursion that Tractrix has. Like, you need to stop their first couple of effects. Or you just don't, you know? That's kind of how it goes. It's just a shame that, like, you know, Jinzo looks like he already has one animation. Standard deck. That's... okay, that's another one. Why does it not look like that in the shop? Why did I not come across that in the shop? I accused them of being lazy, and Jinzo actually has more than one animation. That's great. Unless he does only have one animation. No, he does have more than one. It wasn't just like the dual start. I guess I have to rescind my criticism slightly. Still feels like a lot of the other mates are just, you know, not as well thought out. For one reason or another. Airvellum. Pass. Is it intimidating enough? Find out. That's an illusion. No, that's an ice restrict guy. I mean, it is an illusion. Okay. If this card is normal special summon. Yep, no point. Oh, we heckin' love Chimera. Good God, I'm sick of this. Beast and a Fiend. Two monsters of different types. Which one hand grips? That one hand grips. Which requires Beast and a Fiend. Perfect. You know what? Wait, no. Oh, that's terrible. I can't do it on that. I want to do it on that, but I can't. And Chimera Fusion itself is a quick play, right? It is a quick play. And they could have just drawn it. What if we just try it? You've drawn it or you haven't. I think they've probably drawn it, but I just don't want them to have done. It gets the effect, but at least it's not there for fusion material. And or, oh god. At least it's not there for fusion material, well they just do it anyway. The move was to wait for the fusion monster itself. Beast and a Fiend, two monsters with different types, Beast, Fiend, or Illusion. And Chimera +1/+illusions. Yeah, the move was probably just to wait for this thing, right? Actually, no. Yeah, because, like, we couldn't have done it this targets. I'm not sure we were winning this. Anything else that the Jinzo make do? We saw one animation in the shop, we haven't seen that in the duel. Yeah, go for it. I just want to look at the Jinzo, mate. It does look like 3 animations that, like, are present when he's just there. Is that the Guardian Chimera by any chance? Or is it just the boss? It is the boss. How many materials? Doesn't tell me. How many materials? 2. So I'm not dead. I'm not dead and I can synchro for 8 if they let me. What did they go through? They didn't go through the hand rip. I could still, but they haven't. Right, and we could make an 8 synchro, but we don't currently have any reason to. Which sucks. They can make an 11 synchro, that's true as well. It's just an Omni, isn't it? This, when a monster your opponent controls. Right, okay, so let's start with Swords of Concealing. Because they don't currently control. So if they don't respond to this, I can Duster. That's fine. You... I'll ban you in a minute. I'm missing something. Yep. I am missing something. Right. Anyway, bam. I know it's bots, but I do not like cheap viewers advertise. Or in your grave. Or in your grave. I should have changed this to defense position. That may just cost me the game. No, end phase. It hasn't. Not yet. Right, what do we have? That's not big enough. Those two aren't big enough. Can't make that. Oh damn, have I put myself in a rock and a half place? I might have done. Custom effects cannot be activated. No, I have an idea actually. This works, right? Who cares? Wait. Okay, that's fine. We'll just put it there, I guess. And main 2 and end phase. I now control a 3100 beat sick. That can set their monster's attack to 0, and it's my Chimera. And I've got a Kaiju for whatever else they do. This still prevents battle position changes for however much it's relevant on their side of the field. Might not be. Right, okay, they confusion summon. That might be the end of it. Is that the relinquished? It is the relinquished. Cannot be destroyed. Can be targeted. When your opponent activates a monster effect, I am not going to activate a monster effect. Unless you're going to force me to. They're probably going to destroy the Salt of Concealing Light because they're familiar with Unedited or are going to read it. Did they just not? You get to steal it with this, but that's honestly not a problem. Also negate its effects. And then because of the timing of it, they don't get that. That's insane. So yeah. Jinso has more animations than I thought, and I actually won the duel. Much win. Good success. We're climbing up there. It's taken some time, but it's going to take some time. It's, you know, 100,000 battle damage. Like, in theory, it's only like 13 duels, possibly. That is a level 2 synchro. I don't think it has any use for us, really. Silent Psychic. I don't think we have Psychics, really. That's not useful, and not for us, definitely not. If this face-up card is destroyed, take damage? Like, no, that's terrible. More so because the damage taken is like 6,000 rather than, you know, we take damage. That helps out with waters, I guess. Negate special of water from hand. Grave, make monsters. That's a card. Okay, we have Soul Blackout. This is really quite good. It's one of the cards we were looking for when, you know, going into that pack. Gemini and an Aqua needs to be summoned with Fossil Fusion. Target a worm. I don't know, it just makes me think that another worm target might be good for Yazi. There is the idea that it means we're playing two kind of bricks, soft bricks, but if we draw both it's terrible. This is just a special summon of a 1, which means special summon make anima. During your opponent's next end phase. Yeah, no. But it does just read special summon a level 1 effect monster. Okay, Shark Cannon again. Another quick. We probably play that. May stroke the Symphony Djinn. Detach, target, change. So it's Buckamoon. We have a lot of Buckamoons, you know? Just not actual Buckamoon. Jester Confit is a good card. Are we playing it? Possibly not. Like, it is just a special summon of an effect monster, which then can act as tribute material. But I feel some of our normal summons are a little bit more impactful and a little bit more important. Right, what sort of time are we on? We can go for another 1 or 2. Depending on the length of the duels, of course. Alright, let's try first then. High stakes, can we get back to where we started this stream? in Plat 4. You can certainly try. Torrential Cosmic. That is certainly a set of all time. And then we've possibly got a Bestial. See what they actually do first. Marincess. I don't know where to stop Marincess. Overall lower. Link summon target Marincess in your grave out of hand, also cannot special except for water. That's what they make. Do we just let them go a couple? I don't know. Yeah, let's try just stopping them before they get too far. We're not going to be able to mag them up, so might as well just ignore that card. Reborn? Reborn. Sure. Make the other Link one. I guess, right? Adamarincess spell. Yep, there's Sea Angel. They are locked into Marincess, aren't they? At least I think they are. Waters, they're locked into Waters. Battle Ocean. Okay, we want to get rid of that. But not currently. Is there no once per turn on this? Okay. I don't know how much we're just dead. There's Coral. Gets you a Reborn. Damn, water locking in the deck that already water locked. Yeah, I'm not quite comfortable with where we are at the moment. Let's just try related cards for 2 seconds. I need to read things. You can activate this from your hand if you control Link 3 or higher Marincess. Target 1 face-up card your opponent controls. Face-up monster. I don't know, honestly. I think we do just want to get rid of the Battle Ocean. I'm gonna try that. The thing is, they're not going to summon Light or Darks. It's like, it's the sort of thing... I probably should have summoned Assault Synchron. And then maybe Tribute summoned. But who's to know? Okay. It's not a quick play, it is just a normal, but I don't think that matters. Let's see. That doesn't have an activation condition like that. Apparently that one does as well. And yeah, there's no once. Not even slightly. And you could just target circulation again, I guess, if you really wanted. Sure. I can't currently be over that. You don't put darks in the grave, so the bestial is useless. I need to put darks in my own grave. You can't attack for one reason or other. I don't know. Is it trap? It cannot attack directly. Normal summon. Activate. This. Sweet. I'm just gonna special summon and try and attack. What is that trap that they added to do with the attacks? Negate the attack. Oh, that's just all there is to it. I think we have to do it anyway. They're gonna fire it at some point. Might as well fire it over a small attack rather than a bigger one. And end phase. We keep their Link 3 banished. They have materials in hand to just keep going, I think. If they destroy something we have Unchained, or we can, like, banish it. Yeah, if they destroy this, put it in the graveyard, we can get... Magnemite. Magnemite in end phase searches to Strudo. Unless they ash it. And then that does leave Abominable in a pretty bad spot. And at the moment, if they can get to Wave, we're in a bad spot, because they will get a Link 3 back on field. New target? This one. They definitely have spell. Oh yeah, there you go, there's the spell search. But do they have trap searches? I don't know. Add one of your excavated Marincess cards. Totem Marincess spell trap in grave. Add a different Marincess trap. They have a few ways to get to it. I just don't know if they will. That's not nice. I need to get rid of that. I really need to get rid of that. No. That's okay, that's fine. So getting that one back. I guess tag them out. I don't know. Link 4, that's going to be a problem. Because it's this or this, isn't it? I mean, you can make this as well. I'm not sure which I fear more. Maybe I do fear this one more. Right, so yeah, problem. This now has a bunch of quips. They don't do anything by themselves though, so I can still just pop the field spell. Like, at least that's my idea of it. I'm gonna take a load of damage from this attack though. I think I have to do Abominable. I don't want to. But I am dead on board if not. I have 67, I have 7. Oh, I am definitely dead on board. I have to do it. I don't want to, but it's my out. It really isn't what I want to do. I've got 2 unknowns in hand. No, one of them's the one that allows them to tag out, so they can actually swap this out for a different rank 4. Then the other one's probably wave. I don't like that. That's not something I should like either. What can I do with this? I think it's pretty simple. What do you have in your grave? Oh, you have that one again. The recursion! It's never ending! Right, we attempt to activate this, and target this and banish both. There is a decent chance that it gets negated. There is also a decent chance they have the battle negate. When opponent wants to declare some tactics and a Marincess monster, they added back a spell. What do you do? If Link summoned. Get rid of this. What do? Okay. I still don't know what you're doing. Yeah. That was just buttons. This wasn't doing anything anyway. Yeah, you get a Link 1 out. It is treated as a Link summon, so they get a spell. God, they just keep going. Oh no, not again. I put so much effort into getting rid of that. I spent a lot of time in this duel to get rid of that thing. You've just got another 6 monsters in extra deck. I mean, you literally just like reborn a 3 and then Link 4. Well, activate the field spell and then Link 4, but you get the point. I am just dead on board, especially because I think they put back... No, they didn't put this back, but they could be on multiple. Wait, didn't they target target a non-Link? Maybe I'm not quite as dead. Let's find out. There's Coral Triangle. 3 links. It gains 200 for each. No, it gains 800. No, it does gain 600. It was just already with a boost, right? Card info. Yeah, it's a 15 normally. Okay. Yeah, I don't like this, but this is fine-ish. This comes back, but I don't have a discard. I can just remove this though, and it wasn't summoned with Crystal Heart, but then I've got a Kaiju to contend with, which sucks. So it depends on the draw. V-Jam. Yeah, you. And they get to choose where the kaiju sits. They put it in a good place. Goodbye. Leave. Cease. You've got 5 cards in extra. Stop. Right, they can get rid of this, but they can't get rid of E-Jam. They've got Battle Ocean, which is still a threat. But this only respawns to non-link. Or you can special summon them in session deck. That's the best card. Do we have a problem? I think we have a problem. What do you guys think? Blue Slug. 4 cards left in extra. You're going to equip them to Blue Slug. Right, I haven't actually seen the new support. If you control a Trixar, special, sent, look at all. Oh, they gotta look at my... Oh, come on. Why do you just get to look at my face downs? Does that mean you also just have Wave in hand? And plan to summon a Link 3, 4, or whatever anyway? Is this your beat stick? Because this has to kill... Oh no, it doesn't. They've got luxury of choice. Well, it wasn't someone using Crystal Heart to link 1. I don't know what we're doing. The thing is, this isn't even a once. So you could just link summon again, right? It's just very dramatic. Crystal Heart. Yeah, and now it is unaffected, whatever you summon. You've got 3 monsters in extra. You've gone through... Let's see... 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. They should have 3s in the extra. I don't want them to. Yeah, look at it. It's V-Jam. Good God. So right, they've been through all 3 Sea Angel. There's 1 blue, 2 blue, 1, 2 blue slug, 2 marble rock, 1 link 4. I can speculate about the extra deck, but I can't, you know. On the other hand, that is a once per duel effect to look at my set cards, not that it means anything. This one is unaffected, and then this link monster they're about to summon is also unaffected. But it doesn't do piercing. And special one of your banishments. They've just got everything. This, I can banish this. I can't remember what they get back. What did I banish? I probably banished the triangle. Banish both it and this. Okay. So yeah, this should still return. Oh yeah. There's that. They just don't run out of gas. Like, what's the... Come on. They had 1 rock, 1 slug, 1 Argonaut. That was their extra deck. That was what was left. And yeah, like, I don't know why you wouldn't have gone into that one. Like, that would have just won you the game more handily. I don't know. Was that even a back and forth? Like, it doesn't even feel like a back and forth, you know? Right, don't like ending it on a loss, but I think I am going to have to call it there. Also, I need to top up this account before we next stream. I can afford to rank up once next month. At the moment. I can afford 1 rank up. 4 wins. Oh, I don't want to look. How are we still doing good? That's crazy. I think we've only won like 5 duels. But how many have we played? Oh no, we must have played like 10 or 11 duels. Right? 15 duels? I don't know how many. Let's have a look. That was the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That is nearly a 1 in 3. I haven't really paid attention to it like that before, but hey, I guess, you know, it works, kind of. Anyway, as said earlier, I feel like I should just state it, you know, a couple of times to make sure everyone's got the message. First week of March, there will not be a couple of streams, and for the rest of March, we will not be playing Master Duel. We might be editing it, I might stream that, but more than likely than not, it will just be, I don't know how you put it, variety streams, that was what I'd said. I know we've got the whole of February to get through first, but I think it bears repeating. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you all very much for joining, and I look forward to seeing you all on Monday's stream, where we'll be back down in gold, but hopefully we should actually have an easier time of it then. We should get back to platinum in not too long in theory. Our deck is a lot better than the last time we deranked. So anyway, my name has been Cat Monarch, and goodbye for now.